This video is going to outline the way to write a body paragraph. Now, the method outlined here works best for the essays in my class or any essay that needs research material. All right, just starting with a review. An essay always has 3 types of paragraphs, each with a specific structure: intro paragraphs, body paragraphs, and concluding paragraphs. Generally, your essay will have 1 intro paragraph, many body paragraphs, and 1 concluding paragraph. Now, the purpose of your body paragraphs is to provide arguments that help prove your essay's main point. So they do have a goal. The body paragraphs are supposed to help prove your essay's main point, which is in your thesis. So be sure you know your main point. Generally, the main point is listed in the teacher's assignment or essay prompt. Instructor prompts are sometimes difficult to decipher, and be sure to read the instructor's directions. Okay, so as you know, I give you tons of directions. My prompt is about 4 pages long, right? The instructions and tips and samples means that my prompt is very long, but be sure to read it. Those tips are there to help you, not to scare you, all right? All right, now on to a body paragraph. First, evidence is essential. The body paragraph in a research essay usually presents 2 to 3 pieces of evidence, each with an explanation of how that evidence proves the main point. And that's important because in your mind, you know why the evidence is important. It seems obvious to you. But to your reader, they won't know. That's why you have to tell them. And once you have your evidence for your body paragraph, again, 2 to 3 pieces of evidence, anything unrelated to that should go to a different paragraph. So if you've ever been accused of being too jumpy or disorganized, this is one thing that will tie you down. It's really, really handy for that. So let me give you a brief outline. Take a look at this 8-sentence outline for a body paragraph. Give a topic sentence, give evidence, give analysis, that is, tell why that evidence is important or proves your main point, give more analysis, give more evidence, more analysis, and then offer a concluding sentence. And I'm going to go over each of these things in detail later on in this lecture. But we do have a complex option. You can give a topic sentence, then define any unclear terms from the topic sentence, give evidence, paraphrase that evidence, that is, put it in your own words, give analysis, more evidence, paraphrase that evidence, give analysis, more analysis, and a concluding sentence. All right, let's talk about each of those parts in detail. So first, in a body paragraph, you're going to have a topic sentence. It's always first, and it summarizes the paragraph. Now, don't forget your topic sentence. It's important to your grade, and it'll seem kind of dumb to you, right? Because you wrote the paragraph, you know what the paragraph's going to be about. Now you're just saying this is what this paragraph's going to be about. It sounds a little silly, right? So there are many different ways to tackle it, but if it sounds obvious to you, that means you're doing something right. Remember, you're explaining what's happening in your brain for your audience. Now, if you like, you can also give the main point of the essay, the topic, argument, and explanation, but that's not required, all right? All right, the middle sentences of a body paragraph, except the topic and concluding sentence, may appear in any order. The order I give you here is a suggestion only. In fact, the paragraph will work with those sentences in any order. Also, experiment with transitions between these sentences. So after your topic sentence, the next thing you can do is define the terms. Now, this is optional for my class. It's not graded, but it might be a nice way to pad out that essay, that body paragraph. So you explain any terms that are unclear from the topic sentence in your own words. If you use a dictionary, give a quote and an in-text citation. Next, and this is required for my class, you have to have this, you're graded on this, give a quote that offers evidence that your main point is correct. Introduce that quote and give an in-text citation. Let me show you what that looks like here. So you'll notice here, right here, the evidence starts with my own words in 1999. The borrowed words appear in the quotation marks, right? And then I include a citation in-text citation in parentheses, all right? So that's how it looks. You might see that in this body paragraph. This has two pieces of evidence. You can see both of these start with my own words and ends in a in-text citation telling me where I got it. This one didn't have an author, so it's just the title, and this is the author's last name. All right, next, in a body paragraph, and this is optional, you can restate the quote in your own words. Now, the nice thing about this is it gives your reader time to process what you've written. And so that can be valuable if you're trying to convince a resistant audience. Next, and this is required, in fact, this is the most interesting part of your body paragraph, explain how that piece of evidence proves your main point. Tell how or why it is important. Now, you may want to, if that doesn't make any sense to you, you may want to try using what's called a helper phrase. But if you use this, be careful. If you use this, take this phrase out before your final draft. So this, what's highlighted here, should not be in the final draft. You simply use it to fill in the blank. So this quote helps prove my topic sentence because it shows, and then finish the sentence, and that'll get your analysis. So you can see that at work here. So I've got those words, this quote helps prove my topic sentence because it shows, and those are crossed out before I turn in my final draft. And you can see what's left is a nice piece of analysis. It really works. It really makes sense, all right? And it's a nice way to write that analysis. Now, you always need 2 sentences of analysis in my class. That's required. So further explain how it proves your main point. And next, this is required. Give more evidence. Another quote that offers evidence your main point is correct. It should be related to the previous quote in some way. That's why they're in the same paragraph. Be sure to introduce that quote and give an in-text citation. Here's a nice sample. And you can see that again in that body paragraph there. It's the evidence is highlighted. Next, and this is optional, this is not graded or required, you can restate the quote in your own words. Again, gives your reader time to process the quote. Next is required, it's analysis. Explain how that piece of evidence proves your main point. Tell how or why it is important. And use that helper phrase, but be sure to take this out before the final draft. Do not leave it in your final draft. Give another sentence of analysis, and end with a concluding sentence, which is always last. And it also summarizes the paragraph, but it uses different words than the topic sentence. All right, in summary, that means here's all the stuff you can include in your body paragraph. These are all the options. And here's the minimum, Topic sentence, give a quote, type to thesis, give a quote, type to thesis, and a concluding sentence. This is a nice body paragraph that can help you see how all those parts work together. This was from a sort of a funny essay I wrote to show students how to write a research essay. And the point of this paragraph is to prove that cats make good pets, okay? That cats are loyal and brave. So it's really just meant to show you There's a topic sentence, there's evidence, there's analysis, there's more evidence, there's more analysis, and a concluding sentence. All right, so I hope that helps. Please note, there's other resources on the Canvas page. Let's go there now. So here's the Canvas page. Notice that PowerPoint lecture I just gave you is right there. I also give you the sample research essay about cats, which is very silly, but that way you can see what it looks like. Just scroll down and kind of see how I do that there. I give a video, I give a bunch of worksheets if you like, and then some more information, all right? Give a couple of videos just for more information if you like. That sentence by sentence guide, that body paragraph worksheet, and more information. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have questions. Bye.